Hi there, Carolyn Burgess here, Star Director of the Classy Chicks Without Wigs. So if you're watching this video today, you've probably been in a little bit of a slump with Scentsy and you're wondering, how can I get PRV? And I'm here to share the top 3 ways for you guys to get PRV. So the first way, and in my opinion, the easiest way to get PRV is by following up with your customers. So I know this is going to be a little bit tough to do if you're just getting started with Scentsy, but if you've been with Scentsy and you've had at least a few orders go through, you have customers to follow up with. So by following up, what do I mean? Well, I mean following up with the customer maybe about a week or so after they get their orders, touching base with them, whether that's via text message, email, phone call, however you prefer, and just saying, hey Julie, just wanted to see how you like your new Clean Breeze bars. That's it. You know, you're just touching base to see how they like their product. And then about a month later, you'll follow up with them again via the same way that you did the first time. So like if you text them again. If you emailed them, email them again. As long as you're using the same follow-up method consistently, that is what's most important. So after a month, then you'll say, hey Julie, it's Carolyn Burgess, just checking to see if you're doing good on Scentsy. Did you want to try some new scents? You know, maybe you want to suggest a nightlight warmer for their bathroom if they just got started with Scentsy with the last order and they've only ordered the single warmer. You know, you can give them recommendations based off of their first order and see if they're ready to reorder. Sometimes they're not going to be ready to reorder, but usually they're happy that you've checked on them. And if they don't need anything, they're going to say, no thanks, thanks for checking with me. But, you know, they might actually say, you know what, actually yes, I want to try a new 6-pack of bars. And that's when you could suggest some scents for them, or maybe they're ready to get a new warmer or something. Then after 3 months, if they haven't ordered the first time or the second time that you followed up with them, they should be ready to reorder, because let's face it, after 3 months, you should be through all of your bars. I mean, unless you got like 100 bars at once or something, right? So if they're not ready to reorder after 3 months, we need to figure out why. So, you know, after the 3-month contact, and again, use the same method of follow-up that you guys used your first 2 times that you reached out to your customers, and say, hey Julie, it's Carolyn, how have you been? How are the kids doing? You know, I always like to make it a little bit personal and tailored towards the customer, because you want your business, you know, the business relationship is important, but it's also important to have that personal relationship with the customer because it makes them feel special. And we all like to talk about ourselves and our kids, right? So just make it something special, customized for that customer. And then you could say, how are you doing with Scentsy? You know, it's probably about time for some more wax. You know, do you want some more Clean Breeze bars, or do you want to try Atlantic Air? That's a scent that I think you'd really like. Something like that. Again, tailored towards the customer, tailored towards their first 2 orders, their first order. And if they don't have anything that they need to reorder at that time, it's probably because there could be something wrong. Like their bulb could have blown out on their warmer, so they might not be using their warmer because they can't warm their wax. So that's why they haven't gotten through their bars. But a lot of times customers don't realize that we carry light bulbs. So that's a great avenue for you to say, oh my gosh, I've got light bulbs for you. You know, let me know anytime you're out. I'll drop them on by or come by my house and pick some up. So customers are usually really excited about that. Sometimes with the light bulb issue too, they'll go to Home Depot or another store themselves and they'll buy light bulbs, and inevitably it's not going to be the right wattage for our warmer, so their wax isn't actually warming the right way. So that could be a reason why you hadn't gotten a reorder from that customer yet. So that 3-month follow-up is very critical to see, you know, why they're not using their warmers, or maybe they're just not totally digging the scents that they bought, and that's a good time to, you know, try and get to know them better, pick their brain, and make recommendations on scents that they would probably like. So following up is an excellent way to get PRV, just like that. Another way that I like to get PRV is by doing like a bulk order. So you guys know how we have our counter clean and our kitchen soap, you know, our awesome skin and groom products, our awesome laundry line. So a lot of times, because customers are just, our flagship product are warmers and wax. So a lot of times they don't really stray outside of that. And sometimes, unless they've been to a Scentsy party, they might not even realize we have these other products. So if you show them some before and after photos of like something that you've cleaned with our Scentsy counter clean, because let's face it, if you're a consultant, chances are you've used our counter clean and you guys realize how amazing it is, because that stuff, I call it liquid gold to my customers because it cleans like everything. So you might want to do like, post on social media, or maybe even text your customers or email them if you're not friends with them on social media, some pictures of things that you've cleaned with the counter clean, and just say, this stuff's amazing. I'm actually putting in a big bulk order. I love the coconut lemongrass scent. It's just so fresh and sweet and fruity. I love cleaning with it. My house doesn't smell like nasty chemicals now when I clean. Or if you guys use it for your car, because I do, I love it for the dashboard of my car. Make those recommendations to your customers. If you use it to clean your teenagers' Converse that get all dirty, make that recommendation to your customers. Make them want the product as much as you love the product. And let them know you're putting a bulk order. It's only $10 a bottle. Ask them if they want to try a bottle or two. And chances are they're going to say yes. And the worst thing that can happen is they could say, no, thank you. But one of my mantras is, you don't ask, you don't get. And think about it. With our counter clean, if you sold 20 bottles, that's a qualifying party order right then and there. And a lot of times people will try a couple bottles because the price point's low enough. Or they might be like, yeah, you know what? Get me a bottle and I need some stuff for my car. So can I get some car bars or something like that? So that can lead to really quick PRV that really adds up. So doing a bulk order and letting your customers know about it via social media, text, email, whatever you want, that's a great way to get instant PRV. Just remember though, we can't advertise publicly. You can one-on-one, but publicly we cannot advertise the free shipping. So just let them know that in private, if they're a local customer, of course. And then, and that's for US consultants. If you guys are region 2 or region 3, I'm not actually entirely sure. Region 2, I know you guys have different thresholds. And in Canada, of course, you guys don't get the free shipping that we have here, but just something to bear in mind. And the third way to get PRV is by doing a fundraiser. Now, you guys can ask your friends, in person, on social media, at church, at work, wherever you want, about organizations that might need fundraising, or maybe your kids' sports or dance or cheer or something like that teams. But if you're not getting anywhere with any organizations like that, how about choose an organization near and dear to your own heart and do some kind of fundraiser for that? So I'll give you an example of something that I did recently. So in 2008, my mom passed away from ovarian cancer. Now, I'm sure you guys know, pretty much everybody knows, for breast cancer support, there's a pink ribbon. Well, a lot of people don't know that for ovarian cancer, it's a teal ribbon. So when I saw the Blue Crush Warmer came out and saw that gorgeous teal color, I was like, oh my gosh, that's just beautiful. And it reminded me of the ovarian cancer awareness ribbon. So what I did last month, because it was the anniversary of my mom passing away, is I actually did a fundraiser for the Ovarian Cancer Research Fund Alliance. And what I did was I let everybody know that 100% of my commissions from the sale of each Blue Crush Warmer that I sold in April was going to go to the OCRFA. And it was an organization that was near and dear to my mom's heart too. So it was just like a match made in heaven, kind of literally. But I let everybody know that I was going to donate 100% of my commissions to the OCRFA. And on top of that, I actually matched dollar for dollar every dollar of commission that I made with a personal donation to the OCRFA. So I wound up being able to donate over $300 just off of that fundraiser alone. So I sold, I think it was something around 14 or 16 Blue Crush warmers, which was absolutely phenomenal. And not only that, everybody's loved their warmer. And I've kind of brought a piece of my mom into people's lives that some of them were good, you know, best friends of hers. And some of them actually had never met her. They just knew me and wanted to support the cause and their Scentsy habit. So it's just been amazing because they think of my mom now when they turn their warmer off. So it warms my heart. And it's great because, you know, obviously I earned PRV on it, but I was able to give back to an organization that meant a lot to me. So if you guys are like, you know, if you're really into maybe animal rescue or something like that, you guys could do a fundraiser for your local animal rescue and just say that 100% of the commissions from every I Heart Dogs warmer, for example, is going to be donated to XYZ Humane Society or rescue group or whatever. And you know what? You'll have dog lovers coming out of the woodworks for that. So it's going to be a win-win situation for you. Now, you guys don't have to donate all of your commissions. You know, you donate whatever you feel comfortable with. That's just what I wanted to do. And what was near and dear to my heart. But fundraisers are a great way to get extra PRV and just kind of give back to the community at the same time. So remember those 3 ways. Following up is so important, guys. I cannot emphasize that enough. You will be amazed. Once you guys start following up, especially when you start following up regularly, your PRV is going to like explode. So following up is a great way. Doing those bulk orders for things like counter cleaner or washer whiffs or laundry liquid, bulk orders to get people to try things that aren't maybe warmers and wax or oils and diffusers. That's a great way to get PRV. And fundraisers that even you set up yourself are a great way to get extra PRV. So I hope these tips helped you all. Thanks so much for watching. As always, comment below if you have any questions and I'm happy to help you guys. Thanks, bye.